Good afternoon, everyone. This is your girl, Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Now, we're going to be talking about Todd Chrisley. Y'all know Todd Chrisley. You know, he's famous from the Chrisley Knows Best show that be on E! News, if I'm not mistaken, or E! Network. Now, y'all know Todd Chrisley and his wife, Julie Chrisley, was charged last year with tax invasion and also wire fraud with the banks. I had covered the story over a year ago. However, but yes, they was prosecuted, and I believe he's doing 12 years in a federal prison. She's doing 7 years in the federal prison for tax evasion and bank fraud, wiring, money fraud, all that good stuff. Okay. Now, Todd Chrisley is basically complaining about his prison sentence condition. Now, Todd Chrisley is being held in a Pensacola federal prison, and he's saying the conditions are horrible. I was told that there are asbestos in the ceilings and the walls, black mold. He even was complaining about how they had a dead cat that fell through the roof in the kitchen, that they didn't know that was up there. You know, when I guess they were trying to fix the ceiling, the dead cat fell down on top of the food. These are the allegations that a lot of the prisoners are complaining in the Pensacola prison, that they're telling Todd Chrisley to basically expose to the public. So there's a lot of claims and allegations from his fellow prison mates about the prison conditions, including him. He stated since he's been incarcerated in the federal prison that he have not seen his wife, Julie Chrisley, since he's been incarcerated in the Pensacola prison. And he's saying that they're basically trying to keep him from being in contact with his wife because he's blowing a whistle on the injustice that's happening in the prison and the wrongdoings that's happening among inmates from the correction officers. Okay, so since he's going to the media about what's going on and the horrible conditions, they're retaliating by basically taking his phone privilege, his visitation privileges from his kids, and also his phone privileges with his wife. Now, they said his wife is in a federal prison in Kentucky when I was looking up this story. A lot of the allegations that he was stating that a lot of the other prisoners was complaining about is very eye-opening, but I'm not surprised. Remember, this is a federal jail. A federal prison, excuse me. Jail, prison, like I said, it's all the same. It's just that jail is more like in the county, which meaning you'll go to jail if you're going to probably do a few months, 2 or 3 months, you'll be put in a jail. If you're going to do like years and a very, very long sentence, you normally go to prison. That's the difference between jail and prison. Jail is short term, prison is long term. Okay, I may, end up getting tongue twisted, however, but he's in prison. Now, like I said, we all know that prison is not a good place, neither jail. We all know a lot of inmates get, the R word in prison, many of them against their will. We all know a lot of bullying, a lot of sexual assaults happen in prison among the inmates. Even for the trans men and the gay men, they're not safe. You understand? Prison is just like a jungle full of animals, murderers, child molesters, thieves, everything, you name it. So I'm not surprised by Todd, is complaining, and he have not been incarcerated or in prison for even a year, and he's complaining about the conditions. Welcome to the real world, Todd Chrisley. I'm not saying just because he did such and such, he deserved to be treated like crap or, not taken care of or be treated inhumane. I'm not saying that, but this is how prison goes. I understand you're a celebrity, you used to, living in mansions, having, the finest things, name brands and all this stuff, name brands, cars and, steak, lobster, mai. In prison, like I said, you're going to get that processed mystery meat. This is the real world. This is prison reality. So I knew eventually he was going to start complaining. I knew eventually once he got in there, it was not going to, I guess he wanted to be put in a special prison that they have, for celebrities, like the one that Martha Stewart was in. But remember, this was a federal offense. I'm not sure, every case is different. I don't know why they didn't kind of like put him in one of those, specially special prisons for people like, you know what I'm saying, wealthy people or, you know, rich people. I don't know why he wasn't put there. They put him in a regular cell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest, it's no difference from any, just because you're a celebrity and you in a different tax bracket, the legal system is all the same all across the board for everybody. It's really no special nothing, to be honest. Even though they do have, like, I guess, special areas for celebrities or whatnot. They're locked up a certain way, but prison is prison. And so when I was looking at the News Nation, this is a news outlet that Todd Chrisley have been feeding a lot of the information that he was getting from the prisoner, and the prison that he's in is called News Nation. So I was looking at their videos. They even have typed up the affidavit complaint of the prisoners. A lot of this is just very eye-opening. One prisoner said that they made him put his hands on the desk and spread his legs, and he reached up his legs like he was patting him down and grabbed his private area and says, what do we have here? Is this a weapon? So basically the prisoner was being probably checked for contrabands. They have to always, you know, do a thorough search with these prisoners because, you know, mind you, a lot of them have, they make their own little weapons with those toothbrushes and stuff. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they're able to smuggle drugs. So it's a lot of, like, things that happen in prison that's not supposed to be happening. So they always got to do a security check all the time. Even if they feel like, you know, you moving funny or you might got something on you, they can always detain you and put you in this little hole and do a search check, a cavity, how you say, a cavity search check on you. So this is what they did to one of the inmates. He felt like the prison guard, this male prison guard, groped him, you know, grabbed his private area in a way. And he doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And the guy was like, what is this? It's pretty funny when you think about it. Maybe he didn't know that was his meat. But however, it's a lot of claims that the prisoner, like I said, I'm going to incorporate it with this video and let you guys see it for yourself. But it's a lot of, like, crazy complaints of the prisoners about the correction officer and inappropriate mishandle, you know, situations with the guards. I guess how the guards are just going the extra mile to make their life miserable, and they complain about the conditions and how the AC is not working, the mold, I guess it stinks there. The ceilings is falling apart. But like I said, this is prison. Jail is not a pretty place. It's not going to be clean. It's going to be run down. No, it shouldn't be mold, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mold a little here and there. You know, prisons, some of these prisons been around for 70, 60 years, and they have not been renovated. You don't really hear much about prisons or jail being renovated. It's like they treat you like if you really a caged up animal. They want you in deplorable conditions. I know it's not right, but they look at you like, you know, you don't have no self-worth. You have no rights to look at you like you're like a real cage lion. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, Todd Chrisley, now that he's incarcerated, now he's becoming I want to say, the voice of reason. He's becoming a voice of reasons. He's advocating for a lot of these prisoners that might be there for 20, 30 years. And, you know, he's going to News Nation Network, and he's basically sending the affidavits, the statement from the prisoners about how they've been treated inside the federal prison by, you know, the wards and the correction officers and such and such. This been going on for many, many years, and it won't stop. It's going to always be injustice in prison, in jail. Because, like I said, they look at you as an animal. They feel like you're disgusting, you're a murderer. How dare you complain about how we treat you? You deserve this because of what you did in society. Now, mind you, every prisoner that's there probably is not a murderer. Some may be a pedophile, a rapist. Some may be, you know what I'm saying, a thief. So everybody is there for different reasons, and, you know, you can't look at everybody like a murderer. You understand? You know, and I get how people would feel, especially the ones, you know, that kill children. People probably feel like, hey, you deserve whatever they give you. But that's not everybody's story. Everybody there for a different reason. You understand? So, but like I said, you know, Todd Chrisley, welcome to reality, the real world. Because let me tell you something, a lot of people is not going to side with you and Julie Chrisley, your wife. They don't feel sympathetic. They don't emphasize with you. They can't. They don't understand where you're coming from, because remember, you guys came from wealthy, rich. You guys don't have millions upon millions in your hand, in your bank account, even though a lot of that came illegally. But like I said, you guys had the finest the finest life, the finest of things. You guys have not been dirt poor maybe since you was a teenage child. You guys always been wealthy for some years. So you telling this to the average people like me and everybody else, we're not going to really be understanding. And of course, you're going to be the voice of reasons because you're in the same situation as a regular person now. So of course, you're willing to listen. Of course, you're willing to advocate because you're in the same shoes that these regular prisoners that are in now. But imagine if you wasn't in prison, would you be the voice of reason? Would you be advocating for these prisoners? Hell no. Only reason why you advocated because you could relate, because it's happening to you. Let's be honest, it's called the buck. But a lot of prisoners and inmates have been mistreated, you know what I'm saying, in prison. A lot of them, of course, have tried to speak, have tried to, write little affidavit statements. And I'm pretty sure when they try to mail them out, they get tossed out. Because y'all know how that go. I've never been, I never went to jail. I've never, I don't have no type of record at all. You understand? Thank God. But like I said, of course, you got family members and stuff. Anytime you receive mail, they always check your mail. That's how it goes. They're going to check your mail to make sure no one's sending you nothing inappropriate, no nudes, no porns or anything. So any type of mail you get, they're going to check it. And some of the mail, they're going to confiscate and send it back to the sender. So he was also complaining how he wasn't getting his mail. So they're withholding his mail, but they're seeing what Todd Chrisley trying to do, and he's trying to be a whistleblower, and they don't like that, of course. They're going to push against the grain. They're going to make your prison stay hell and miserable. So the more you keep on shining a light on the nasty things that they're doing in prison to these inmates, the harder they're going to make it for you. They even don't even want his kids to come see him. They're trying to limit that and try to make that difficult. They also try to sanction him to add more time on his prison. This is the dirty game this is the dirty game that the state and the prisons do. They have a lot of control over your life. It's like you in their role now, and it's like whatever they say go. And it's like, how dare you challenge them, and how dare you try to expose them, you criminal. That's how they look at Todd Chrisley. They don't care about your riches. They don't care about you being a reality star influencer. They don't care where you came from. A lot of them probably jealous, and they feel like you're just trying to use your celebrity status to get out of your prison sentence, or you trying to, I guess, be transported to a different prison that I guess that might cater to, your wants and needs. And they don't like that. Because they feel like, hey, you're a regular prisoner. You're going to get treated like a regular prisoner. Ain't going to be no special favoritism or no special treatment. And so they showing Todd Chrisley the hard way. And he doesn't like it. He's a pretty boy. So when I seen this came across my timeline, I said, I got to cover the story. I got to cover the story about Todd Chrisley. And he also saying that, the inhumane conditions of prison that's something that's always been happening. Exactly. It's always been humane in prison and jail. Even being sexually assaulted, even by the guards in the prison, it's been going on for many years. But do you really think, Todd Chrisley, you blowing the whistle and you're coming to social media and having your daughter talk on your behalf going to change anything? Likely, hardly not. Now, you might get transferred to another prison, but guess what? It might even be worse, sir. Because now that you're a target, because now they see that you're a whistleblower, you're a complainer, and you're problematic, which means everywhere you go, you're going to complain about something. So I'm surprised that they haven't probably, sent him inclusion or to the hole. I'm surprised they didn't put him in that inclusion room. Basically, it's like that small, confined room, no window. It's dark. I'm very surprised. Now, with him being a celebrity, a reality star, I do think it kind of works for him in a way because they, if they put their hand on him, he's a white man. He's going to easily bruise, you know what I'm saying? And this is not going to be good. I'm pretty sure, the guards probably do want to beat the crap out of him, but they know they can't because him being a reality star and how, he's still known. His kids, visit him or communicating with him, and then you probably got the E Network reaching out to him and celebrity friends. So they know they can't, pummel him like they really want to, like a regular inmate. So they know with Todd Chrisley, they got to tread lightly. And plus, he's business savvy. He's smart. He's not your average bear. But I'm pretty sure they hate his guts. He said that the woman ward at the prison can't stand him. Don't even want to talk to him at all. And she trying everything in her power to sanction him to add more prison sentence. Add more time. Sorry, to his prison sentence. But like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And the only thing I gotta say about this, like I said, I've always, liked to watch Todd Chrisley. You know what I'm saying? Chrisley knows best show. I used to watch it for many years on and all. But only thing I feel like is this. I feel like Todd Chrisley should have took everything. Even his wife's sentence, I feel like the wife should have really got a year in jail or prison. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should have took everything for the wife. But I guess he was like, how you say, to death do us part. You know what I'm saying? What mine is yours, what's yours is mine. And that's kind of crazy. Because most husbands, like, Phaedra Park, you know what I'm saying? Phaedra and Apollo, you see how Apollo took all that, the whole rap, the whole charges for Phaedra? I'm surprised Todd Chrisley didn't do this for Julie Chrisley. She getting 7 freaking years, and she's already, like I said, in her late 40s, you know what I'm saying, early 50s. He's in his mid 50s. He's not going to get out until he's almost 70 years old, 67 or 66 by the time he gets out? But I'm very surprised that they gave her 7 years. They was not really lenient with her. And I feel like Todd was really the mastermind behind all this. She just went along with her husband. But I guess they say when you do the crime together, you do the time together. But I'm surprised he didn't, put the blame solely on him. That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's my opinion. I feel like he should have took all of the charges, and you know what I'm saying, and the wife, they should have gave her a slap on the wrist, at least, you know what I'm saying, a year in jail or prison. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, hey, that's what you call ride and die for your husband, your man. But that's all I gotta say, y'all, and I'll catch y'all later.